Hello, welcome to the 199 Unlisted podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. I'm wearing a Unishin t-shirt. She's an Itsy. She's hot. I'm doing another request. I was asked to react to a video of a ugly girl acknowledging that she's ugly. and I'm just doing what I'm asked. I'm here to entertain. Anyway, I'm starting at the time step I was told to start at, where she begins talking about it. Anyway, let's I don't know. Let's see. It's called Everything Wrong with My Face and Body. Okay.
That was episode 1 and the finale of Hate Comment Review. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, so today's video topic is going to be conventional beauty standards. Okay, and how I do not believe that I fit into them.
No shit. Oh god. It's very refreshing when people live in reality. Okay? I'm laughing because I know why I was asked to react to this, because the person probably thought I was gonna go on for 2 hours just making fun of this person. I know what's going on, but anyway, it's very refreshing that someone lives in reality. So good for her, okay?
This isn't a secret, okay? I think, already people in the comments have commented about my appearance. People in my life that I love have been like, why don't you try wearing makeup? Like subtly, and not so subtly. I think I can talk about everything.
That might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, this chick is funny. Her name is Marissa. Her channel's like under a year old, and she has like 13K subscribers. I don't get it, man. My channel is like 10 years old. I have like 170 subscribers. I don't know how some people just start. And I saw another channel that was like 2 months old that had like 12,000 subscribers. I don't get it, but anyway.
If that's something that I feel, and like people have kind of proven to me in my life, that I'm like not like an attractive person, then like I feel like there's I can talk about it. You might disagree, you might agree.
Like she looks like she belongs on like Game of Thrones, and she's like an assistant, at like a wizard's library, and she lives in the dungeon. Like she totally looks like she should be wearing like rags, or like a potato sack, you know? And like she has a, I don't know, like she's carrying things, like she's doing chores or something. I don't know. She just looks like a medieval wench. There you go. But not the kind you sleep with.
It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna talk about it because that's like what I am thinking about. I mean, I actually don't think that I'm ugly.
Really? That's a lie. Jesus Christ. You know what the problem is? Because of simflation, okay? Because of simflation, like she has 13K subscribers. I bet you in her comments, I haven't read her comments, but I bet you in her comments, in all of her videos, there's plenty of guys calling her hot. Now in real life, probably not. Now in real life, I bet you there's like 2 guys that she knows, like that live in her city, whatever, that find her very attractive and totally want to be with her. But she doesn't find them attractive. Because I'm sure she's one of these modern women who, thinks she should be with a 10. But anyway, let's see what she has to say.
Right now, or maybe I do lean kind of towards ugly, but like I don't dislike my appearance
I mean, you not you not only are leaning towards ugly, you have fallen over the cliff of ugly. Yeah.
as much as I used to. My goal with this video is not to have people be in the comments and be like, but you're so pretty though. I'm actually gonna ask.
Stop lying, people. She's not pretty. It's okay to be honest. The average person is average looking. That's the truth. The average person is average looking. She is below average looking. She is extremely, so there's average looking, below average looking, ugly. She is this close to ugly, but she's skinny. See, being skinny really helps. You know, that really helps your appearance. You know, like you can have a butter face, but if you're skinny and or at least healthy, like see, healthy is very attractive actually. I mean, like, you know, like healthy looking. Obviously, if you live a healthy lifestyle, you're gonna look like you do. You can't fake that. So we are naturally, you know, just because of, you know, evolution, we are naturally attracted
That
to
you
healthy
refrain
people.
from doing that because it's like not the point of this video. Like, you might think I look great, you know. Still, I mean, I looked very different in the past. I think my self-image being better now has a lot to do with, unfortunately, the fact that I've lost like 90 pounds in the past.
Wow, you used to look like that and be fat. Oh boy, that must have been something. Ooh, that must have been something. Imagine looking like that and fat. Ooh boy. Oh wow. Good for her. Good for her.
2 years. I think it's good that I lost the weight for my health, but it's a bummer that my self-esteem is reliant on my weight. I think my
It should be. It should be. I think it should be. If that's what it takes to stay healthy, then good. Because I mean, like, life has already set you back. What's the point of doing more self-inflicted damage? Keep the weight, you know, normal, okay?
My general opinion, I guess, about weight loss is like everybody should try to be healthy in like the best way that they can. A lot of people have reasons that they can't lose weight or that they aren't gonna try to lose weight. People have different lifestyles. Right now I live alone. Nobody's cooking in my house. I'm not tempted to eat other people's food. Everything that I eat is like my choice. And I've also just made other non-food related changes to my habits, and I think that sometimes maybe the food you eat is like a symptom of your life. I'm not someone who like lost a bunch of weight and now is
What?
like, oh, it's so easy. Like, I don't know how anybody could stay fat. Like,
It's actually really easy to lose weight. Actually it's actually my hobby to get really fat and then lose the weight. I've been doing that for I don't know, like 8 years now. And each time I pick a different way to lose the weight. So like one time I did like a bunch of supplements, you know, I did it the artificial way, just like a bunch of supplements. And then one time I did it with a restrictive diet. I bought I don't know what it's called, but they're these well, they're marketed as um like ration bars. But anyway, it's just like a flavored candy bar. I'm gonna call it a candy bar, but they call it a protein bar. A flavored like candy bar, and it has 400 calories in it. So I would eat 3 of those a day, and that's it. I would eat these 3 candy bars. So that was like 1,200 calories. I would eat those, and that's the only thing I would eat. And I lost so much weight doing that. You know, and I drank water and all that stuff, but just the food was that stuff. Um Another way I lost weight was just fasting. Well, I wouldn't call it fat. I would eat like our ancestors, you know, like back when we were cavemen. Like back then, we didn't eat every day. We ate like sporadically because you know you had to go hunting, you had to gather food, you know. So I would just like I would like mark random dates on on a calendar, and I'm like, okay, I can eat on this day, I can eat on that day, I can eat on this day, and so I ate like that, I lost weight like crazy. And all those ways, the hardest way to lose weight was when I was doing all the supplements. That was weird. It was weird, but and the easiest way was just eating those 3 candy bars a day. That was the easiest way. And then, well, and then the not eating one was just as easy too, just eating sporadically, but, like, the reason why I'm saying the candy bar one was the easiest is because it tasted really good. But anyway.
I was overweight my entire life up until right now. I do think that optimally your weight and also just your appearance should not have anything to do with your self-worth. Like in a perfect world, like I feel like you are actually your brain, right? You're a brain that's like inside of your body. Your body's just like the vessel that's holding you. And you can
The ghost in the shell. Correct. You are, your soul, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But remember, your soul, your mind, whatever, has to pilot this machine, your body. So you might as well make the body as comfortable as possible. So it's easier to, go along in life with a body that's skinny and healthy instead of a body that's shaped like a beach ball.
like your body, you can love your body, you can hate your body, but I think that you are the brain that's inside of it. So like, your self-worth should come from your behaviors and like personality and stuff. I think a lot of my issues that I have with myself do come from my personality. Like I've said it before, I'm a very flawed person. I have beliefs and stuff that are very negative or probably wrong.
Am I the only one that's waiting for her to cast a spell? I'm being serious. Am I the only one that's waiting for her to cast a spell? Anyone? Okay.
Be selfish, you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's kind of where I get some of my insecurity from. But at the same time, if somebody comments on my appearance, that hurts too, because I can change my actions, but I, without like extreme plastic surgery, which I'll get to, like I can't do anything about my nose, I can't do anything about my chin or my lips, you know what I mean? Like those things are here and I have to live with them and I have to wear them every single day. So I think simultaneously, my belief is that we should all base our self-worth on ourselves as people. But I also, to me, being extremely gorgeous is like the most important thing to me. Like just being honest, okay? Like I really, really put a lot of weight on on my appearance and like trying to look good. Like
Well, you're not trying hard enough. See, there's like forget plastic surgery. The best thing she can do is be healthy. Maintain this weight. She looks see if you take the average American woman is overweight. Okay? So she is above average in terms of that because and I'm assuming she likes guys. The average man rather have a woman with a nice body, skinny body, whatever, and a butterface than a woman with a nice face and like a beach ball body. That's just how it is. And also, personality goes a long way. So if you if a man feels he can be at peace with you, because like a lot of women are just drama. So like if a chick like this, nice body, and nice meaning skinny, because that's skinny means nice to like most men. So she has a nice body, and if her personality is peaceful, she's not full of drama, it's just fun to talk to, then she is miles above the average woman. Because like like you've seen these modern women, they are abrasive as fuck.
I feel like I purposely dress in a way that's like cute or like I'll film and I actually only film now when there's like sun coming from my window where I feel like the lighting is good. So you guys really only see me in the context of like the vlog that I set up. You don't know like what I look like on the day-to-day walking around. My posture is really bad. So even though
Oh, we can tell your posture's bad. Like her posture's bad now. Like she looks like she's 7 feet tall, but when she stands up, she's like 6 feet tall. She looks like an extra from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like she Oh my god. She looks like Jack Skellington's sister. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like Jesus Christ. Oh, this is horrible. Jesus.
No, I'm happier with how I look now. I still constantly compare myself to prettier girls, like my friends or just like people in public. I have this actually really irritating habit of like getting kind of a dark when I'm on the subway and like I see someone who's like just effortlessly gorgeous and I'm like thinking like she gets to just walk around like that. Like she gets to just be like that all the time. She's so lucky. She probably doesn't even know it. Which is crazy because first of all, I don't know this person. This is a stranger. I have no idea what they've been through. I don't know how much effort they put in to their appearance one. And then also like I think that maybe sometimes it's good that I'm not like extremely beautiful because somebody ever talks to me like a stranger.
Man, this is some cope. Hey, bright side to everything. Okay? Bright side to everything. But it's a horseshoe when it comes to like gorgeous women and Marissa, okay? So just as many guys won't talk to the gorgeous woman on the subway, and just as many guys won't talk to the below average looking woman on the subway because the gorgeous woman they're gonna think, well, okay, she's either taken or she's high maintenance, something like that. You know, they just think because it's true. Like usually women who are better looking usually have a rich man or expect things to be taken care of. And then a woman like that, just men aren't going to talk to her because it's like, well, why am I going to settle? That's just how it is.
It's like one of the worst things ever that could happen to me. I hate it. So I think it might be better this way, but at the same time, I've like, there's an experience that I don't get to live, or at least I don't think I get to live because I think I'm probably not attractive. So, like, I think objectively, like, if you asked a bunch of straight men who are probably misogynist, their rating would be low.
The fact that she assumes that men are misogynist because they rate her low is ridiculous. You're ugly. It has nothing. If I don't know you, and I'm not a misogynist, I'm just a guy who plays video games all day. So the way I feel about women means nothing. You're asking rate you on your looks. Okay, so rating you on your looks. Okay, so average is 5, but she's skinny, so that bumps her up one. Oh, 2. Because see, being skinny is really important for her. So okay, she's a 4. She's skinny. That goes up to a 6. But she sounds woke, so then it goes back down to a 5. And then she's obsessed with this. 4. She's a 4. She's a 4. Okay?
That's subjective. I just use the words. I just use whatever word I want to use. So again, like even though I'm more content now with the way that I look, I still am aware that my face and my body don't fit into like the silhouette of someone who's considered conventionally attractive. I think also unfortunately with like the internet and TV and celebrities and stuff being like really important in our culture, I'm given that silhouette image so often of women who are so pretty, like the prettiest women in the world. Like we
Yeah, but see, she's comparing herself. Okay, okay, so we're going to talk about American women, okay? So Sydney Sweeney without makeup to me is like a 10. And most guys, when they talk about Sydney Sweeney, they're talking about her without the makeup. Okay. Now, when she's talking about these Hollywood people, so I'm assuming she's just talking about your average famous person on the red carpet. Okay. They have a team of people to make them as good looking as possible. So trying to compare yourself to someone who has a professional makeup artist, hairstylist, personal trainer, personal chef, I said stylist, right? Yeah, so you have 10 people who are employed by this person to keep them as good looking as possible. So a regular person comparing themselves to a Hollywood actor or actress is stupid, ridiculous, and just makes no sense. Because the average person, me, you, whatever, does not have a personal trainer, a makeup artist, a hairstylist, a personal chef. We just don't have those things. And we also don't have the free time to just work on our looks and then, oh, I have to read the script. Okay. But like, you don't have the time to invest in yourself to even be relatively close to the quote unquote Hollywood look. That's another thing. Like social media, really messes with women because like the only thing women do is compare themselves to like people only putting out the highlights of their life. You know, it's like I mean I have Instagram, but the only thing I do is I take pics of the food I cook, and on my feed there's like some K-pop idols. So like I'm not really looking at or comparing myself to people. I'm just looking at K-pop idols. And then on TikTok, I don't really use TikTok. I use it like once in a while, and then when I do look at TikTok, it's just a bunch of hot chicks, um, dressed the way I like. So it's almost like softcore porn when I look at TikTok. So I'm not comparing myself to anyone. But yeah, like that's. But it seems like for women anyway, social media is very detrimental, and her self-esteem might be better if she got off of social media, and also if she stopped reading the comments, because half of the comments she gets are not good.
We see them every day on our phones. You know what I mean? We see them every day on the TV. And so
You don't have to though. See, I don't watch TV, and I'm not on my phone all day. I seek out what I want to watch. So I watch YouTube and I watch K-pop videos, and I have never compared myself to a K-pop idol. I'm I don't know, but
now I have this like kind of shadow to compare myself to. It's not right, but I can still get really, really down about the way that I look and the physical hand that I've been dealt, which is actually so, so stupid. And I'm going to get to that as well. But whenever, somebody doesn't like me back, I'm always like wondering if it's my body or my face to blame, and that's
oh, it's probably your face and probably your weird personality. Or I mean, or I don't know, like the way she's acting right now, she comes off as very weird. And I could picture, see, if she was like a bubbly personality, if she was a pick me, there you go. If she was a pick me instead of this, I could picture the guy she likes liking her back, because like she looks like, I don't know, like if Uncle Fester had a daughter. Like this is exactly what she looks like. This is exactly what she would look like and exactly how she would act. And that's probably not, the greatest turn on.
so femcel. We're getting into femcel territory. These are like very dumb and superficial thoughts, and I'm aware of that. So I actually like, just for the sake of like doing the full topic of the video and not shying away from anything, I am going to talk about what features I have that are not like the things that I don't like about my face and my body. I'm going to talk about them. So if you maybe look like me, or you have maybe similar insecurities to me and you don't want to hear these things, if me talking about negative features on people's faces and bodies, or things that I personally have issues with about the way that I look, will hurt your feelings and will make you feel insecure.
Oh my god. The trigger warning. I bet you she's one of those people that has pronouns in her bio. How many videos have I made? A lot. I've never done a trigger warning, and I've talked about some stuff. Oh my god. Ugh. I am purposely holding back because I know the only reason why I was recommended this video is because this person wanted me to go off, and I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go off halfway.
Then probably just tune in next time.
Oh
Look
my
at me
god, just get
disclaiming
on
again.
with
Okay,
it.
I'm so responsible. But I think these things, these are thoughts,
Then
real
talk
thoughts
about
that
it.
I have, and I don't think it's wrong to
Talk
like
about it.
share actual thoughts that
Oh
I'm having.
my
Okay,
god.
I'm about to be way more naked than I was.
Oh my god. Now I see why I was recommended this video. I'm laughing because she scared me. Oh, this is too much. Oh, who the hell? Oh, you got me. You got me. You got me. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you got me. Okay. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Dude, what the fuck?
A second ago, and also I think I'm violating YouTube's content guidelines again. So when you knew. Okay. Anyway, so this is me in a this is me in my underwear and also a tank top. Okay, this is I'm actually wearing a pad right now. If you can tell.
What is going on? Why did she have a black bar over A cup breast? She has A cups. Like, what are we doing, people? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Welcome to real life, okay? What do you want from me, okay? I can't wear tampons, guys. I talked about it already, so catch up. So I'll start with my face, right? So we've got like kind of a big nose and chin situation going on here. I try not to.
Dude, the black bar makes it so much worse. This is like when China censors anime because they don't want blood, so they replace it with white blood. And so a lot of anime looks like a bunch of cum stains. Like there'll be someone bleeding from their mouth and it's white. Like you're making it worse. Okay.
Turn to the side when I'm recording or when I'm like with people. They're more prominent, my nose and chin on my face, than like other girls. I think it makes me look a little masculine. I think it kind of makes me look like a witch. I kind of have like a butt chin situation going on, like a double butt chin actually. It's
Well, I mean, but I didn't know she was going to talk about this. I was calling her a witch. She does look like a witch.
very unique. And then I also have like kind of, I hope I'm not pissing people off right now, like nasolabial folds. I've mentioned them actually before. I think they make me look very old. I have kind of eye bags situation going on. Okay.
See, um, I think I understand why she has so many subscribers because this is the first video I've ever seen of her. If all of her videos are this off the chain, sign me up. I am entertained. I am 100% entertained, and this makes me like her personality. Cuz this is crazy. This is crazy.
I've been told, and I have noticed that I have very thin lips. Very hard for me not to overline chapstick when I put it on because I feel like the applicator is bigger than like the surface area of my lips. Also, my teeth are weird. Like they're really like I feel like they're small. Like my front teeth are small, and when I talk, or like when I open my mouth, it reminds me of like a French bulldog, you know, with like an underbite. These are
You know what she looks like? She looks like one of the giants from Attack on Titan. I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
the things that I think about, okay? These are just things I'm thinking about. My body. So, first
Oh
of
boy.
all, I'm actually 5'10". I used to not really like that, now I'm kind of over it. You can't really, I mean, eventually you just get over these things. But I'm like a very big girl, okay? Like, I think I have like kind of broad shoulders.
See, just by having her hair down, she looks better. A little bit. But yeah, imagine that with 90 pounds strapped onto it. Dude, like she looks I'm just trying to imagine her 90 pounds heavier and her now. She looks a lot better. So I mean, it's all about looks maxing. The only thing she has to do is wear her hair down, like lean into the feminine. And now that she's skinny, she needs to wear clothes that kind of cling to her body, so like kind of loose skinny clothes, thin clothes that cling to her body because it will give the illusion of her having a voluptuous shape. It's like fat girls and really skinny girls have to dress the same. You kind of want to have a kind of loose fitting thin clothes because it gives the illusion of a more attractive shape.
For my frame. I think that my bones are just like thicker than like the average girls, okay? Like I've lost some weight, right? I'm a size 12. My bone, like my hip bone is like right here. So like I can't, if I were to lose more weight, which I'd like to, I probably can't get down past a size 12. Like it's over for me. You know what I mean? This is how small I can get.
It's been over. Trust me.
Want to get like one of those like bone shaving surgeries that have like
What?
a 90% uh, death rate.
What? What? This person's so weird. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. She is so weird. Well, this is our first video with her. So hopefully she dispels my initial thoughts of her being woke. And if she does, she's really cool. And I would actually be friends with a person like this.
I still have like a lot of like excess like body fat on my stomach. I have like a lot of like those lines, whatever they're called, when you like lose weight or gain weight, stretch marks. Yeah, those are. I mean, they're fine. Like they don't bother me that much, but like the actual shape like of my stomach kind of bothers me. What bothers me a lot too is like I have like excess fat like here, and it's one of the contributing factors to my ass being like just a really insane shape. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it. My ass is
What the fuck is with the black? The black bar is too much. The black bar is too much. It, what is she hiding? Oh my god, is this another chick that's trolling? Dude. I mean, we've reacted to a lot of crazy women, and I know there's two main women we react to, but there's been a couple others we react to, and it feels like they're all acting. But okay.
just like really low. Like this is like my it's supposed to be like a separation between your ass and like the top of your thigh. Like it's supposed to be like a clear curvature of your ass, you know? It's like a diagonal, like it just kind of all melts together. Also my butt crack is like really low. And
Oh,
I don't
please
like
stop.
that. Like your butt crack should be higher. I don't know.
Really?
Okay, and
Okay.
then also my boobs. I think they look good in a bra. Which is a great thought and opinion to have, okay? But outside of a bra, they're very saggy. I think sometimes when you lose weight, you kind of just.
Wait. You don't have a rack. You don't even need a bra. I mean, okay.
You just sag a little. But I try not to bend over like ever. Because when I bend over, my boobs hang in such a freaky way. Like it's not even like, you can't even picture it. It's different. But maybe other people, maybe this is normal and I just don't know how boobs look when they hang. You know? I mean, the boob thing is.
I know what boobs look like when they hang because there was a user on a porn site called Moon Force, and they had a and it was a Japanese porn thing, and they had like, I don't know, let's just say dozens of videos that started out with a guy looking at a girl's like rack as she bent over, so it was always him looking at her boobs hang, and it was like it was just fascinating to watch. And I mean that fascinating. Like if you watch it, you'll probably like if you're a normal person, you're not gonna get turned on. You're gonna be laughing. And I was like, "What?" Because, it's Japanese, so, like, they're acting completely different than what an American would act. It's almost like live action anime, but, yeah, I'm just saying I know what boobs look like when they hang.
Is crazy too, because when I was 18, I actually got a breast reduction because I had
What?
like H cups, and I remember
You gotta be trolling. You gotta be trolling. So she went from H cup to A cup? What the hell's going on?
when I was in high school, I went to Victoria's Secret and I tried to get measured, and the lady was like, "No, we don't have your size, and neither will any other store." And it was really like difficult because I couldn't like fit into anything, and there's a whole bunch of other reasons too. But so I think what happened was like, so my boobs, I got them smaller. I got like C cups. The plastic surgeon was actually really good, and he wouldn't let me get like a
Wait, those aren't C cups, though. Those aren't C I'm confused.
which is what I wanted, because he said it just wouldn't look normal on my frame. Now that's not necessarily true, because there are people who are heavier that like heavier set that have smaller breasts, but I think he was just saying he wanted it to look good, like he wanted it to look proportional. I ended up gaining weight when I was in college, and my boobs kind of got big again, but not like to the extent they were. Maybe they were D's or E's or something, but it looked like still looked normal on my body. And then when I lost weight, my boobs got smaller than they actually were after my breast reduction, and
That's why.
they are now saggy. So they've been through so much. And like, okay, I say all this stuff, that I don't like about myself, but I do think that overall I'm okay looking, and I'm like fine with it. Like
I don't think you're fine with it because you wouldn't be talking about it, and you said you think about it all the time. So, I don't know. Actions are what I judge things by.
on a good day I'm fine with it. On a bad day I'm not.
Okay.
That's just like the way it is, though.
Okay.
I think overall I'm okay with it. And I think honestly the only reasons that I was able to even start this channel last month was because of the difference that like I tried.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So this channel is basically a month old and she has 13K subscribers. What? How come I can't get a following like that? It blows my mind that by now I don't have like 20K subscribers. Like I am shocked. And I know you're gonna be like, what? But I am shocked I'm not able to make a living on YouTube, and I've been trying for over 10 years. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But
Tried last year to make videos. I made like two, and then I gave up because I just was like not into how I was looking in the camera. But also I didn't have a tripod. I just kind of was holding my camera at like a terrible angle. So I feel like I kind of figured it out. But also I don't know. These are the things that like under the microscope prevent me from even having any posts on my Instagram. I don't have any posts on my feed, and I think when I hang out with my friends, they kind of know that I don't want to be doing like a photo op. Like I just am not gonna be happy with the way the pictures turn out, because I'm not photogenic at all. I look terrible in photos.
I am shocked. I mean, I would have thought you looked amazing in photo. Like I thought photographing you'd be like a 10.
kind of set up my vlog like in a way that I know I'm gonna be okay with posting. Um, Not today, obviously. Today I bared it all, but I mean, obviously there's things that I could do to like fix some stuff, but
Yeah, but you could put a bag over your face. Maybe maybe take pictures but keep the shutter closed. Become a clown. Like just like 24/7, like live the clown lifestyle. I mean, there's a bunch of things you could do.
somewhere I heard that horrible phrase that's like It's like putting makeup on a pig or whatever. So I really don't, like myself in makeup. I feel like makeup almost accentuates
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I think you're the last person that should wear makeup because, like not most, the average guy likes girls that don't wear makeup actually, or very little makeup, and the whole point of your existence is to find a mate, have kids, and all that stuff. So, you want to be as attractive as possible to men, and that's kind of how you want your mindset to be. So, you got the skinny part down right, okay? You have you're honest. That's very attractive to men. You come off as easy to get along with. So you come off as peaceful. That's a big bonus. Men love that. You're not wearing makeup. You have a girl next door look. Lean into that. Wear your hair down. So your looks maxing and your personality maxing, you can find someone. Now, but you have to set your standards a bit lower because I don't think Chad is going to want to get with you.
my features. I also I have this feeling that like if I go out and I'm wearing makeup, it's almost like more obvious that I'm kind of an ugly person trying to like cover up the fact that
Yeah,
I'm ugly. Like I feel like
exactly.
everyone's looking at me and thinking that,
Exactly.
which is obviously not true. And I've literally never had that
No, no, it is true. They just don't say anything. It is true.
thought about somebody else. So, but these are the things that you can't like help thinking about. And also, I just don't like the feeling of like makeup on my face because I can feel it. Like I can feel it on my face, so I don't like that sensation.
Yeah.
And I also don't wear like nails or any jewelry or stuff because I don't like the sensation of like things that aren't usually touching me. Like it's hard for me to like get used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't consider any of that stuff, and I probably never will. This is also why I don't use hand lotion enough. Fuck.
I like her. I like her now. I like her.
I already didn't use hand lotion, and that was one of my affirmations. In my second video on this channel, I said that one of the things that I don't want to care about anymore is if I'm a bad feminist. One of the reasons I think I'm kind of a shitty feminist is because I would get plastic surgery if I had the money.
I don't think she knows what a feminist is. Now she went to college, so she's been brainwashed. But this whole video to me sounds like she's not a feminist. Because a feminist would not be this obsessed with the way she looks, and she is trying her best to be attractive. A feminist, I mean, I'm talking about the modern feminists. They're just anti-men, basically anti-Western society, anti-American, basically. Feminism ruins society. And I don't know, there's a certain level of evil with feminism. It's not needed. In America, women the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all the laws in America affect women the same way they affect men. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. It doesn't matter your gender. There's only two. It doesn't matter your political standings. The laws affect everyone the same. So why is feminism needed? I don't know. Women are overrepresented in jobs, actually. Like you'll have companies go out of their way to hire women and skip over more qualified men. And same with schools. Colleges, there's I forgot the exact number, but it's like 60-40. 60% of college graduates are women, 40% are men. Because women get more scholarships, women the bar that women have to reach to get accepted is lower than men. So like women have everything going for them. So what really needs to happen, instead of having feminists, we should have meninists. because men are the one that are getting the short end of the stick in society right now. But I just think she likes the name feminist because she can't find a man. And I bet you the day she gets a boyfriend, she'll stop calling herself a feminist.
I don't judge anybody who gets cosmetic procedures done. It's all about, your confidence and if you have a certain aesthetic that you want to look like, I really don't judge you, especially since I would do it myself if I had the money. But I think a lot of people think that like having plastic surgery kind of makes you a bad role model for other women because you're
Who said that? I have no idea who said that. Um, so she's comparing herself to like these movie stars, but all of them have plastic surgery. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with these people is they're very contradictory in their beliefs. And, they contradict themselves when they talk, they'll say one thing, then 5 minutes later they say something that's the opposite. So, but that's just typical of people of her ilk. So it's like, whatever.
you're you're conforming, I guess, to conventional beauty standards. Although I think a lot of times people get plastic surgery that doesn't necessarily conform, like
Have you seen people who've had plastic surgery? They look weird. So plastic surgery doesn't make you better looking. It makes you look like you've had plastic surgery. That's what plastic surgery does. It makes you look, yep. Like if you look at what's her name? I don't know all the Kardashians' names, but I remember there are these two Kardashians, like the ones that were cheerleaders. They were smoking hot. And then they got plastic surgery and they don't look hot anymore. They look like people who had plastic surgery. Yeah, like Kendall Jenner. Like I remember Kendall Jenner. I thought she was a smoke show. Okay. And I look at the pics of her when she was a smoke show, and I look at the pics of her now, and I'm like, dude, she looks like a completely different person, and she looks fake as fuck. Like she lost that sexiness because she looks fake. Makeup, plastic surgery downgrades a woman. Natural is always better.
those people who get like really huge tits and like ass and stuff and they kind of know they look fake but like they like that or whatever. I like that. I'm not going to do that to myself, but like when somebody looks like that, like I like that. I like when people live their truth. Okay, I mean, I think optimally we should, again, like all accept ourselves or whatever, and cosmetic surgery is
She's so weird. It's like she's just saying that stuff because she thinks she has to fit the role of a feminist, even though she's not a feminist. Because if she was a feminist, a real feminist would not be talking about this bullshit. So I wonder if she drops, because this is the first video I've seen of her. I wonder if she drops the feminist act. We'll see, because we're gonna probably watch more of her.
a lot of money, and also a lot of the time it's procedures that could put yourself in danger, like physically, But we don't live in a perfect world. We live in this one. So I'm not like trying to, I can't undo the conditioning that we all have and how we all want to fit in and stuff. Like I can't undo that, and you can't undo it. And I also don't want to be anybody's role model. I'm not trying to do that. Like
How the hell are you gonna be someone's role model? No way. No way. People. The one thing all the women we have reacted to have in common is that you want to be the opposite of them. I'm just saying.
I think it's great that people relate to me, but I'm also not like don't try to be, obviously though. I don't think anybody who watches my videos is like I'm gonna be just like her. I think I'm something to avoid.
Yes, you are. You are. And that's why I'm watching this. No, but I think that's why this video was recommended, because the other two people that we watch on a regular basis, Tyler Spaghetti and Anna Ames, there are two people that you try to be the opposite of. And when they give advice, you try to do the opposite of the advice. She fits into that category, um, but in a slightly different way. But, they're all in their unique lane, but they're on the same highway. There you go.
I don't know. But maybe at the same time, what message am I sending if I come back on my channel next week? I can't afford this, so it's not gonna happen. But if I come back on my channel next week and I have like a little petite baby Barbie nose, what
That would be great. You would actually look a lot better. I mean, she looks like she could smell the future. I mean, that's how big her nose is. She could smell the future. Like, she can tell me what I'm going to eat tomorrow morning. Smells like toast.
What does that say about how I feel about women who have larger noses? It's so crazy because I feel guilt about every single thought that I have, and even if it's not something I'd like to. Obviously, I'd prefer if I could choose. Okay, if I could choose between being a 10 out of 10, you know, like subjectively fitting into conventional beauty standards, right?
There is no conventional beauty standards. You're either hot or you're not. What are you talking about? There are universal beauty standards. It's not conventional. Universal. Okay? So um well, I'm gonna name a K-pop idol. Lee Seo from IVE. She's not conventionally beautiful. She's a smoking hot chick. She's good looking. Okay? Sydney Sweeney. She's not conventionally good looking. She's just a good looking woman. Irene from Red Velvet. She's not conventional. She's just hot. There's no like, oh, it's subjective. No. Universally, these women, everyone finds them attractive. What does people who use the word conventionally are ugly and they're trying to slip their way in the door to go, well, I'm good looking too. No, you're not. But no, they're conventional. No, no, no. They're just good looking. You're ugly. Stop. Like Holly Berry. She's not conventionally good looking. She's good looking. There is no person on the planet who's going to go, she's ugly. No, no one. Unless they're maybe like some complete racist and black people look like monkeys to them. But, just, you get what I'm saying. Okay.
Or just being someone who's ugly and proud, like someone who's ugly and confident and fine with it. I'd choose the latter, right?
You know what's would be normal? To just stop obsessing over it. The only thing you should care about is your weight because that is a reflection of your health. And everyone should want to be healthy. So being skinny is not about looks, it's about being healthy. So everyone should want to be healthy, and healthy is attractive. Okay. Now, unless you have some kind of fetish and you want a girl that's shaped like a beach ball, well, that's different. And so in that case, maybe you can be like, oh, well, she's conventionally attractive, to people who like beach balls.
Right? Because it's all just about how I feel about myself. And if I could be happy with the way that I look, like really truly happy, then I'd prefer that. I can't live in anybody else's brain. I have to live in this one. So that's why, I guess. So if you gave me $1,000,000, I'd be doing I'd do a nose job. I'd be doing something to my chin. I'd be getting lip injections. I'd get a breast lift, ironically. But sometimes people get like Brazilian butt lifts and they like die. So you got to decide like,
That's because they do it in the back of a garage. Oh my God. Instead of getting a Brazilian butt lift, go to the gym and do squats. I've seen before and after videos of, a girl doing like a 6 month, uh, you know, picture, like taking a picture every day of her ass. And after 6 months, you're like, oh, wow, she looks really good. And she went from having a flat ass to like a nice ass. And it was because she went to the gym, like roughly on average 4 times a week and did squats. And she did other workouts too, but she did squats. Like you can work out and kind of shape your body.
what's worth it to you? You know, some people wouldn't want to live with a tiny ass, and they'd prefer to risk it all for a big juicy ass. And
Is she trolling? This has got to be a troll.
that's something that I understand. Now I know that all of these thoughts that I have and these wishes and wants and stuff are all very superficial and stupid. Like,
No. I mean, if you want to look a certain way, fix it, but you shouldn't harp on it. So it's like she needs to do it instead of just thinking about it. So this is an example of like all of her thoughts are fine because she's living in reality. She is acknowledging what she wants. She's acknowledging the current situation, but she's living kind of living in a fantasy world too because she just keeps thinking about it. She's obsessed with it, but she's obsessed with it. So fix the way you look. So if it really bothers you, get a nose job. If it, I mean, like being fat bothered you, so you lost weight. Fix it. Looks max.
There's a lot, so much for me to be grateful for, so much more for me to be grateful for about my body than there is for me to be upset about.
Just be grateful that you live in America because as a woman in America, you have the same amount of rights as a man. I don't know why you're a feminist, but now if you lived in a Muslim country, I can totally understand you being a feminist because like women don't have rights. But you live in the Western world. There is no need for feminism in a Christian society, a Western Christian society. There is no need for feminism. You're only a feminist because you got brainwashed in college, and it seems like you're not really a feminist. But okay.
You know, I do feel so stupid. Like, I do feel really materialistic for having these insecurities. It's weird because like the insecurity that I have about how I look is an insecurity in itself. I just want to shut up permanently. And even after posting this, like I'm still gonna have them. I'm gonna think about this tomorrow. I'm gonna think about it the next day. I'm gonna think about it every day. So you'll probably hear on this channel a lot of these notes. But ever since I was like 12 years old, I would write pretty much every thought that I had in my iPhone notes. So I actually have a lot of my journal and
So she had an iPhone at 12. Her life can't be that bad. I don't feel sorry for her.
entries basically from ever since I was a kid, like just all on my phone. And I walk around with that shit every day, like a million suicide notes. I'm walking around with them. When I was 18,
A million suicide notes. Oh, this chick's a fool. She is a fool.
and before I had my breast reduction, I actually wrote like a journal entry. I was looking at my phone in my notes the other night and I found it, and I actually didn't know that I wrote this like up until the other night when I saw it. Like, so I'm gonna read it to you. I hate my tits. I remember when I was a kid and I wasn't even thin, but I was flat chested and I just felt so free. I could run and jump and roll around and there wouldn't be these big tits in the way. Now I have these big tits and I always have to be careful. I can't wear normal clothes because they'll show. I can't jump around because they'll bounce. I can't draw attention to these things I don't want that are supposedly sexy. All they are really are just things that are attached to me, always, all the time, and I'm afraid of them because they make me into a thing. I used
Imagine how attractive she would be if she had like C cups. I mean that does matter.
to be a chubby kid, no power to that. Tits have this power somehow. Sometimes something uncomfortable that I shouldn't even show off in public, even though they're made of the same material as the chubbiness of a kid. I miss being carefree, but my tits are literally and metaphorically in the way. I used to run and play outside and then dry off and sit on a towel in the grass at the pool and feel good. But now the pool is awkward and uncomfortable. I hate myself in bathing suits. I look terrible. Even when I'm with my friends, they don't have these. Do they feel bad for me? I started wearing t-shirts over my bathing suits because it's impossible to find a top that doesn't show cleavage and also fits in the arms and shoulders. It's even worse because my friends or whoever is at the pool, parents, cousins, aunts, uncles, can tell that I'm so uncomfortable with my body that I have to hide under a non-waterproof shirt to swim in, which sticks to me anyway. It's good to see you. Here's how hard it is to find a bathing suit. Here's that I hate shopping in the summer and that I have absolutely given up. Here's that I won't go outside showing cleavage because I have these big tits attached to me that just hang there, regardless of how uncomfortable I am with them. In other news, they block my arms. I can't put my arms there anymore.
This sounds like a screenplay and like a 35-year-old man wrote it and they're pretending to be a girl. I do not believe that she wrote this when she was a kid. It just kids don't talk like this.
They don't fit. These things are not supposed to be there. Not only because I'm ashamed, they're heavy, they hurt my back, I can't dress normally. My friends joke they wish they could trade. Maybe without them, they forget that being a woman according to the pleasure of a man is not convenient, it is not comfortable, it is embarrassing, it is painful. I think, you know, it's crazy. Sometimes I think that my head was on so much straighter when I was younger, and now I've just succumbed to all the like the conditioning of society. Like I feel
Well, you definitely got brainwashed in college, but I don't believe that you wrote that though. I mean, I think you wrote that now so you can read for your channel, but
like I don't know. I think that if you do want to change something about yourself and
change
it's
it.
something that bothers you as much as my like big huge tits bothered me when I was a kid, like it's not being a bad feminist, you know, but
What? You're not a feminist. What does being a feminist mean to her? She lives in America. She has rights. Like women get paid the same as men. Women can do the same. You know, like women could be airplane pilots. They can join the army, fight on the front lines. They could fly or pilot fighter jets. Like what is the one thing a woman can't do in America? Explain to me some rights that women don't have in America. There's there's nothing. There is nothing a woman like there's nothing a man does that a woman's not allowed to do or vice versa. Like I don't know, like she has been brainwashed to and also, you know, like her life is probably really good. Okay, and what happens when people have a good life? Like I'm talking about like the people who just have it so good, they just try to find a problem. And she's looking for a problem. She's looking for somewhere to fit in. It's like, "Oh, I'm a feminist now." And so she's picking a struggle and trying to find, you know, that's all that shit is.
I think I'm kind of leaning now into more superficial things. I'm not removing something from my body that's a huge physical burden. I'm just trying to conform. Okay, so that's the video. Hopefully again it wasn't just like way too much information. I think like anything that you
She's trolling. It was nothing but too much information. This video should have been called TMI. This video was ridiculous. Like I'm sorry. This is probably one of the probably top 3 in level of just what the fuck video we've ever reacted to by far. This is definitely top 3. Definitely top 3.
you actually, you know, have to deal with is like fair game to talk about. Yeah, I wrote the whole video and I didn't write any type of conclusion at all. So I'm gonna go have a Diet Coke, okay?
Good thing it's a diet because you want to still stay skinny. Good job.
Not in relation to the video, I just fucking love Diet Coke. Anyway, that's the video, so thank you for watching.
It's over. Okay. Yeah, she is a unique looking young lady, but she's skinny. That's what matters. She's skinny. She's not really a feminist. Don't let that affect your way of thinking. She comes off as a woman who wants to be more attractive. That's attractive. She doesn't wear makeup. That's great. She comes off as very low maintenance. She seems like she lives in reality except for the feminist part, but that's because she went to college and she got brainwashed there. That's going to probably change when she gets older. So, if she if she sets her standards to what her level is, she'll find a guy easy. Because we still live in this simpflation society. I haven't read the comments. I'm not gonna read the comments, but later on we'll do a video where like reread the comments. I bet you most of the comments in her videos are just guys saying she's hot, guarantee. But anyway, I have said enough. Thank you for recommending the video. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Oh boy.